Last night, as the Penguins played host to the Coyotes, this was a game that Pittsburgh native Logan Cooley said had been circled on his schedule since the day he got an NHL contract. Now, you may have heard of Crosby's Little Penguins program, a program started by Crosby in 2008 during the Great Financial Crisis, where Crosby came up with the idea to buy equipment that he would give out to kids free of charge, just to get them introduced and started in the great game of hockey. That program has introduced roughly 15,000 kids to the game since inception, and one of those kids was Logan Cooley. At 5 years old, the West Mifflin native attended the program in its inaugural first year that Crosby started it, saying it was the first time he fell in love with the game and that he never looked back. The third overall pick of the 2022 draft was the highest drafted player out of Pittsburgh, and last night, making his home debut, he got to play against the guy that introduced him to the game.
The fact that he started in it and now is, got the NHL, he's playing at the level he's playing at, that's pretty cool.
Just a real wholesome storyline coming into this one, as these two squared off on the opening faceoff. And with that, let's get to it. Right out of the gate, the Coyotes got called for holding, and the Penguins, who hadn't scored a power play goal in 13 games, 0 for 36, finally broke the drought. Crosby down low gets it to Gensel, and they score. Such a sigh of relief for Penguins fans. But immediately, getting a power play of their own, the Coyotes went to work. Zucker all the way across to Krause, and he scores to tie it right back up, netting his 13th. But it was the night of the power play, as they were getting handed out like candy. And here, as Jari went for the puck, gets called for tripping, the 6th power play of the period, and the Coyotes went to work. Frenzy in front, and they score. Matias Maccelli in front puts home his 5th, and Arizona was now up. But surprise, surprise, immediately another call. But this time, it's Pittsburgh, as O'Connor finds Carter, who was all alone, comes down to the backhand, and scores. Beating Ingram shorthanded, Carter squares it back up at 2. And so, as an action-packed first comes to an end, we'll head over to the second. And as we got to the midway point of the game, this was where Cooley, dancing, got crumpled by Smith, taking a big hit. And while there were some good chances, a Malkin post here, ultimately no goals in the period. So we'll head over to the third and final frame, where, as had been the theme all night, Kesselmore gets a penalty, and the Penguins, who had broke the seal on the drought already, score another. A Letang shot, and Carter, with his second of the night, scores to take the lead. When the Penguins finally score some power play goals. But with that, it gets us to the end of the period. Goalie pulled. Gensel beats out the icing call. Malkin can't get it, but Gensel from his stomach is able to seal the deal, and after losing 4 in a row, the Penguins snap the skid and take this one 4-2. But yeah, that's about it for this one. Thank you guys as always for watching, and I will see you in the next one.